Another use of the ablative case in Latin is the ablative of comparison. This is in the Vulgate course, number 125. Let's take a look at this. When we're comparing two things or nouns, the objects compared can go into the ablative case, or the one that's being compared goes into the ablative case. The servant is not greater than his Lord or his master. This is from the New Testament. Servant, subject of the sentence, nominative case is, that's a verb, it's a linking verb. He is not greater. Not is an adverb. Greater is a predicate adjective. It's an adjective that describes servant. Follows a linking verb. Than is our comparison word. Than what? Than his Lord. That's the object being compared. Whose Lord? His Lord. The is an article adjective. When we translate this into Latin, there's a couple of ways we can do it. We'll get to his Lord in a minute. Let's just start with servus. So servus non major est. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do it here. We can either say, we can actually use the word than and write quam. If we do that, then the objects compared are put into the same case. So since we're comparing a servant, nominative, to a lord, nominative, we would write over here, dominus. I'm going to run out of room. Okay. Servus non maior est quam dominus. However, if we leave out the comparison word quam, we can just write it in the ablative case. Domino. Servus non maior est domino. Alright, let's look at another example. You are more dear to me than life, subject of the sentence. You, subject of the sentence, nominative case, that's a pronoun. You what? You are, linking verb, underline the verb twice. You are what? You are more, there's our comparison word. You are dear. Dear renames you, predicate adjective. It also goes in the nominative case, and then we have more. How much more? That's an adverb describing, well, how much more dear. To me is a prepositional phrase. It goes in the dative case. You are more dear to me than life. Here's our comparison word, and here's the word we're comparing. So in Latin, we would say es. Let's go with English word order here, and let's add the pronoun to. To es. More dear. Now, in Latin, this is one word. Carrieriore. Let's say it's a girl. Carrieriora. You are more dear. That looks like T. There we go. Dear to me. Mihi. Alright. Now, two ways we can do this. We can say, tu es carrieriora. The word I cannot pronounce. Mihi quam. And then we would have the word being compared in the same case. So vita, nominative case. Or we can just say, you are more dear to me, vita, in the ablative case, than life. For I am not greater than my fathers. Another New Testament reference here. For I am not greater than my fathers. Subject of the sentence, I. Subject of the sentence, subject pronoun, nominative case, what? I am. That's a linking verb. I am what? I am not. That's an adverb. I am not what? Not greater. That's a predicate adjective. And I'm not greater. There's our comparison word, than. Than whom? Than my fathers. That's the word being compared. For I am not, in Latin, we'll just translate as neque, which means not. Of course, we need the verb I am, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we'll say neque melior. Melior means better. That's where we get the word English word ameliorate. And here's sum, I am. So now we have I am not better. Neque melior sum. I am not better. All right. And if we use the comparative word quam, I am not better than my fathers. Nominative case, patres mei. Alright, so I am not better than my fathers in the ablative case. This is plural, so patribus meis. So we have some options here. I am not better quam patris mei, or I am not better neque melior sum patribus meis. Watch for both as you read in Latin. Alright, if you like that and want to learn more about Latin or Greek and its influence on our language, or their influence on our language, just visit DwaneThomas.com.